Mom,
Yeah.
the vacuum is on my shot.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to help me.
I am going to help you as soon as I'm done with this shot. All right, testing, 1, 2. Mom, can you turn off for like 5 minutes, please?
No.
5 minutes.
You can wait 5 minutes and then I'll be finished. Or you can help me and I'll get done twice as fast.
I told you that I was going to be able to help tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow people never come.
Have you ever dealt with drama?
Tomorrow, I'll help you. Tomorrow, always the day.
All right, let's try this again. Have you ever dealt with drama? Whether it was something simple like what you just saw with my family drama, or something more severe, or maybe it's a hard circumstance or a storm in your life. If you've been on the planet for more than a few years, I'm sure that you have. The question I want to ask you guys today is a question that God asked Hagar in the Old Testament. Now, if you're not familiar with the story of Abraham or with the Bible, I want to warn you that the Bible does not exactly cover up the flaws of its characters, and sometimes they did some pretty messed up stuff. So the story of Abraham goes that God promises him a son, and through this son he's going to be the father of many nations. But Abraham starts to get very old, and his wife Sarah can't have a child. So he thinks to himself, I know what I'll do. I'll just carry on my family line through the maidservant. Instead of waiting for God to do the miracle he had promised, he tried to take things into his own hands. When Hagar, his maidservant, gets pregnant, you can imagine the drama that ensues between his wife Sarah and his maidservant Hagar. So Sarah eventually gets very oppressive, and Hagar flees. She runs off. She's in the desert when the angel of the Lord appears to her, and he says, Hagar, where have you come from and where are you going? She proceeds to tell him all the drama that had happened, as if he didn't already know. After she's done, God tells her that she needs to go back because he is also going to bless her son and make him into many nations. I am sure when Hagar went back into Abraham's house, the drama hadn't changed, but I'm also sure that she had, because the hope that the promises of God produce and the hope of the destiny he has called us to radically changes how we live in and deal with rough situations. I want to ask you the same 2 questions today. Where have you come from? What are the things from your past that you've made it through? Where has God been faithful in your past? What are the things that you learned from? And what are the things that have made you strong? And where are you going? I want you to take a minute right now and just fully imagine, what does your life look like when all of the promises of God for you have been fulfilled? Isn't it spectacular, and isn't it worth pushing through to get to that place? When you are in a trial or a storm or just in the in-betweens in life, I want you to remember to ask yourself these same 2 questions. Where have you come from? And where are you going?